welcome back to another edition of Research Fantasy presents our MLB DFS pitcher picks for Sunday, June 4th, 2017. It's going to be a fun slate of baseball today. Yes, I realize I do have the just rolled out of bed look because I, in fact, just rolled out of bed at about 11 a.m. Got a lot to do in a little bit of time here with NASCAR and the MLB starting at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Important to note, if you did your research last night, Robbie Ray was listed as the Diamondback starter for most of the day. His start has been pushed until Tuesday, and it will be Braden Shipley on the mound tonight against a Marlins club that's been pretty decent. So don't think we need to look his route. A lot of tough decisions. Nobody really sits in a great matchup today. So you're going to have to take some chances in terms of your pitching. I think the point where I'm starting out is probably going to be with Matt Moore going up against the Philadelphia Phillies. He is 7,700 on FanDuel. Moore has been, an up and down pitcher this year. He's given us some good results. He's given us some rather poor results. The Phillies are not a bad team when it comes to hitting left-handed pitching, but they're not great either. So I think you could definitely hedge the risk a little bit based on the opponent. We've seen Moore deal reasonably well. Not a big strikeout guy. I think his highest on the year is 8, which isn't bad. He's had mostly between 4 and 5 strikeouts per game. Looks to get you between 6 to 7 innings. So for the price, and especially as an SP2 on sites that require multiple pitchers, I do not mind the pick today. Moving on from there, I'm going Luis Severino on the road against the Toronto Blue Jays. Again, not a great matchup for Severino, who's priced at 9,300 on FanDuel. The matchup here, a little bit tough. Blue Jays not striking out a ton, but we know on a whole this is a lineup that will strike out eventually. So while it's been obvious that now that they've gotten back to close to full health, the run totals have started to pick up. I expect at the same time the run totals start to pick up, we will see the strikeouts start to pick up as well. So this is a boom-bust spot for Severino. There's no doubt about it. There's no guarantee he's going to come through smelling like roses, but he's at least a risk I'd be willing to take in tournaments today. Last up tonight, might as well go to the top of the leaderboard and hit Chris Sale, who was lit up in his last game out against a White Sox team that I touched on in the article and in the video when I suggested him that it actually doesn't set up well for lefties against the White Sox this year. So that's going to be something where people look at the White Sox, say this is a horrible lineup, really not look at the statistics that do say, but they're hitting lefties. Chris Sale, he's human after all, and he showed that, but I expect him to bounce back against an Orioles team that doesn't set up nearly as well as the White Sox do against left-handed pitching. We know there's a lot of potent bats in this Orioles lineup. This could turn ugly for Sale just as well, but I think Sale is going to get a bounce back here. Always a upside for double-digit strikeouts, and boy, can this Orioles team strike out. That's the upside we're looking for in tournaments today, so he'll be my top dollar play at the position. Once again, our top 3 pitching options: Matt Moore, Luis Severino, Chris Sale. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Head over to researchfantasy.com. Check out what we've got going on over there. Like us on Facebook at Research Fantasy. Follow us on Twitter at Research and Win, and we'll see you again tomorrow.